Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
Hi, I'm John Hayes. I blog at howtobuyafranchise.com, and I host the How to Buy a Franchise show on YouTube. Welcome. And today I'm going to talk to Charles Levinson. He's the president and CEO of Smart Drinks and Nutrition. Welcome, Charles, to the How to Buy a Franchise show. It's a pleasure to have you here and to learn a little bit about your business. So, what do you do? Tell us what franchisees of Smart Drinks and Nutrition.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. What we do, we've been in business for 14 years. We started out with a fleet of mobile units, and now in the last 9 years we have brick and mortar stores. And what makes us kind of unique in the industry, we do fresh fruit smoothies, we do natural veggie juices, and we're in the supplement vitamin industry. And what makes me different than our competitors, all our smoothies are made with real fruit. We don't use no artificial syrups, powders, or premixes, and every drink is customized. So if you come into our retail store and you say, hey, we want a strawberry pineapple and put a half a banana, not a problem. That's how we start everything. Okay.
So Smart Drinks and Nutrition, it's in the healthy arena of franchise businesses.
Absolutely. Our motto is think healthy.
Based in Cypress, near Houston, outside of Houston?
Absolutely. Yeah. We started our brick and mortar store 9 years ago. We're in the shopping center of HEB on Barker Cypress and 290. And it was very successful. It took off. And just recently we started to franchise.
When did that happen? How long have you been franchising?
Approximately 2 years.
Okay. And you have sold how many franchises to date?
At this point, we have only one franchise, and that's in Spring, Texas.
And you are here at Franchise Expo South in Dallas, looking to open franchises in this market.
Absolutely.
What's the investment in your franchise?
Investments, there's going to be some variations, but between $100,000 to $200,000.
To open a unit?
Correct.
And the franchise fee is what part of that?
$30,000 is part of the franchise fee.
And then there's a royalty ongoing and a marketing fund fee?
Absolutely. The royalty is 6%. And marketing, there's a local and a nationwide marketing that's part of our franchise disclosure document that franchise founder will disclose to our new franchisees.
Okay. And now why did you decide, did you operate the original store, the original Smart Drinks and Nutrition?
Yes. My wife and I, we're the developers, and we started the industry with a mobile unit. And then we had 15 concessions inside Reliant Stadium. It's now NRG for 5 years. And then all of a sudden, say, hey, let's do a brick and mortar store. And that's how we started it.
And if I want to be a franchisee in a mobile unit, can I do that as opposed to brick and mortar?
Yeah, we can do that as well too. And our mobile unit right now is a Mercedes van, fully decked out with AC, hammered brass walls, stainless steel appliances, full-blown espresso machines. We have AC units, water softeners.
So what possessed you to say, after so many years of operating the business with your wife, why would you become a franchisor? What interested you in that?
Well, I always worked for somebody else, and I always been an entrepreneur in my life, and I have 4 children, and I say, you know what, honey, let's do a franchise, because if our children, they have options in life after their education, and they can provide for their families, so we started with the franchises.
And was there a desire to help people work for themselves, be their own boss, or what was your main motivation behind becoming a franchisor?
Well, in a very fast-paced turning industry, we do care about people's livelihood and family values. So we seen that this was a solid, I can never get fired, and I'm always going to have a job, and the income has been good for us.
And what was the hardest part or the biggest challenge for you in franchising your business, learning how to do it, and becoming a legitimate franchisor?
Was actually, there was a lot of documentations and disclosure documents that our attorneys assist us to be in compliance.
So you're talking about the franchise disclosure document.
Correct.
Primarily.
FDD.
And then the franchise agreement that's required.
Correct.
All right. And so was this a costly process? Was it long and drawn out process? I'm interested in this because people who watch the How to Buy a Franchise show sometimes want to franchise their business. So your experience would be of interest to them.
Well, it was a lot harder than I anticipated.
Okay.
And matter of fact, we're even a registered brand. So, every time you thought you were finished, there was a additional documentation to be in compliance. So that made it hard.
And was it more costly than you anticipated?
Absolutely, about 3 times as much.
All right. And do you mind if I ask, what do you invest? What's someone like you have to invest to become a franchisor?
In a conservative number, about $100,000.
Yes. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That's pretty much, I think, what by and large people would tell you that it costs them $100,000 to $150,000 to become compliant. And there are lots of rules and regulations in franchising, so you want to be compliant because you don't want to get shut down before you get started.
Absolutely, and not only that, every year you have to file different documentations, audits, and so on.
And how about you're a member of the International Franchise Association, and do you recommend this for franchisors? What value and what benefit do you get from IFA?
Well, IFA is extraordinary because it's a group of people, and there's a lot of learning information that I could pass on to my franchisees. And this is an industry that is always revolving and evolving as well. So you got to be on top of your business or else you got to get out of business.
Yes. How many leads do you think you'll get out of this show? What are you projecting out of the Franchise Expo South?
The norm is about 100.
And how many leads? Well, you only sold one franchise.
Correct.
Typically, franchisors will say that they take about 100 leads to sell a franchise.
That is the rule.
Right, so if you get one franchise sale out of this weekend show, that'd make you very happy, I guess.
Well, any progress is going to make me happy.
Yeah.
And even being around people makes me happy because I want to fulfill people's dreams just the way I had a dream as well, too.
Okay.
And there's a lot more than just money. It's about family values and about helping them with their necessities in life as well, too.
Getting to know your franchisees and franchisors like to turn that franchise network into a family type environment. Sounds like that's what you have planned.
Absolutely. I have 4 children, and
they
like
involved
I said,
in the business, or they want to be?
All my children have been involved at some point or another, and sometimes they leave and sometimes they come back.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, smart drinks and nutrition has been the topic that we've been talking about in this segment of the How to Buy a Franchise show. Charles Levinson is the president and CEO of the company, looking to open lots of new franchises across the United States. Thank you for tuning in to the How to Buy a Franchise show.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.